Yes. Um, Hi, I just go ahead and talk. I'm not sure. I think there's some people might be new to this section. So I'm gonna talk about this again. So these pieces are inspired by traditional children's game or modern children's game. So all the player and people, before you learn these pieces, I'll encourage you to do some research about these games. For example, in our last section, in our piano section, we did kite flying. I don't know if you guys get the chance to experience kite flying. For example, we have a piece that inspired by 毽子, kick the 毽子, right? So you can do those research on your own. And these traditional game or modern games that they are played by many peoples, and they play by your parents, they play by me, and maybe your grandparents, they did it in the past. So for musicians today, I'll strongly encourage you to research about those games and maybe play it, and then before you learn the music, and maybe you can share those experience with your parents and with your family and your friends as well. Thank you, Rebecca, for doing this recording. I don't know your friend's your piano accompaniment name. You did, both of you did a really good job. Thank you for doing that. Have you guys played hide and seek when you were little or now? Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's good. So hide and seek is kind of the game that again has a chase elements to it, right? Someone there is counting, not watching, and the rest of the group to hide, and that person should try to look for it, right? So the spirit of this piece that it's kind of the imitating the sense of it. So you don't know what piano comes in, you know, sometimes give you some surprise, and or before the person start to look for you, you're trying to look for the a perfect place for you to hide, that kind of spirit, right? um, you did a very good job in terms of the articulation, in terms of the dynamics and spirit of it. I'll give you, before you ask me a question, I'm not sure if you have a question for me. I will mention maybe a few spots that we can try on today, all right? So for example, oh, let me share screen. I'm sorry, share screen. So people need to see the music. There we go. For bar eight, the piano part, this D with accent, would it be possible? It could be the recording, the equipment situation. Would it be possible at bar eight, your lower D, to give a strong accent? So D da ba boom, like that. Can we try it? Yeah. Yes, yes, thank you. That's great. And for the Rebecca at bar 16, if you have pencil with you, I would like you to do the bar 16 shorter. I think in the recording, you play a little bit longer. So, da 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 da, like that. All right. So, would you mind, both of you try from beginning to bar 16? Thank you. Perfect. Thank you. So Rebecca, if you could, that bar 12, 13, 14, the crescendo, you can do a little bit more. Yeah, you can do a little more. Because that's the first time we're introduced crescendo. So from the audience point of view, we will need your help to initiate that first crescendo. Thank you. Let's move on. Do you have a question so far for me? Okay. Now, bar 24. Rebecca, can you make sure that bar 24, make sure the eighth note rest is there? So, ba da 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 di da, ba da ba da da. I think in the recording, I still feel that it's almost like it's almost feel like it's a little bit too long. It's not quarter note yet, but it's a little bit longer than the eighth note. I just want to make sure it's not staccato. I want to have a break. Right? And if you have a pencil, could you please make sure mark bar 26 piano is really soft. Okay. So make sure the articulation here, the rest is be heard. And then 26, make sure it's really soft. And for a pianist, sorry, I don't know your name, so I have to keep on calling you pianist. What's your name then?
My name is Shannon.
Shannon. Okay, thank you. Shannon. Shannon, please at bar, let's count. 35, Shannon, 35. Could you make sure you begin with piano?
Yeah.
So do it exactly. Yeah?
Yeah.
Good, thank you. Can we try from pick up to 15? And the entire section up to 44. So pick up to 15 up to 44. Great, love it. So thank you for doing it. That's very nice. Everything I mentioned, you did it a good job. Now, do you have a question? Otherwise, I'm going to move on to the next section. No? Okay. Next section, bar 48. Bar 48, we have a lot of rest here. So make sure the energy still continue and make sure we don't slow down here, okay? So for example, from bar 44, we have bum, 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 piano part. I'm singing the piano part. Bum, 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 bum. 1, 2, da, 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 dum, bum, 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 bum. I feel like in the recording, somehow in this area, starting from bar 48, it feels like lose the energy. Sometimes we miss one beat, maybe not miss one beat completely. It's like sometimes I feel the energy kind of the tempo is slowing down. Okay, so I know that you have a few days to work on the recording again. So maybe at this moment for the ensemble together, maybe you can do put on the metronome and to check into maybe, sometimes, I missed a beat or sometimes I slowed down, sometimes she slowed down. So just use the metronome to check and then you just, when you guys rehearsing it. Yes. What did I? Yeah. Would you mind try from 44? Good. I'm sorry to interrupt you. I know what I'm going to say. I forgot, but I now remember. Bar 50, 50, bar 50. Shaden, the first downbeat, right hand, can you do staccato?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So bum, bum, bum. Same thing at bar, yes.
Yeah.
Same thing at bar 54.
Okay, got it.
Yes. And yeah. just almost like have you have an experience playing Prokofiev? His music? Prokofiev. Yeah. It's almost like a Prokofiev and make it percussive. So
Okay.
bum, 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 bum. And bar 55, just go for the staccato. Bum, bum. Imagine you're playing a drum here.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah. And I think it when you bring out that spirit, it's gonna help Rebecca that to perform her the spirit of the gato. You know. So can we try from bar 48 again to the end? I'm sorry, it's not a good place to start with. Yes, the final crescendo is extremely important. So I think make sure you prepare for it. All right. So before you enter it, like that. Okay. Great. Any question for me for this piece? No? You guys did a good job. Yes. Vicky, do I miss any question from the audience? If not, I think they're great.
Not at the moment.
Okay.
Sorry, I was looking for my mute button. Yeah, not at the moment. I think we can move on to, thank you, Rebecca, and thank you, Shannon. It's really lovely hearing you in person. And thank you, Teacher Grace, for collaborating with the students. I would like to move on to our next student. And here I am on the video. So I would like to move on to the next student. This is, I hope I'm saying this name right, Huixing Shi, playing Paper Lantern. And she's from the studio of Cho Lian Lu, teacher Cho Lian Lu. I will be screen sharing this performance.
Nice. Yes. Joyce, thank you. Let me look. Is that your brother or your friend, the piano player?
Could you introduce your piano player to us?
Yeah.
His English name is Sean, and I guess he's my friend.
Oh, he's your friend. I did not hear his name. What's his name again?
His English name is Sean, but
Sean. Okay, Sean. Thank you. Am I right, Sean? Right?
Sean, my English name is Sean, but my Chinese name is Xishuo.
Shinjo. Okay. If you don't mind, can I call you Sean for right now?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Because there's an echoing. I'm not sure I could pick up your Chinese name correctly, so I'm not gonna mispronounce it. Okay. Thank you for helping. I mean, it's I was like, oh, is it brothers and sister? Oh yes, you're not. Yeah, yeah. Both of you did a very good job. Have you guys, do you guys know what's the paper letter mean?
Like kites or lantern that floats.
Yes. Have you played it in the past or made it? No? Yeah? Okay. Maybe so paper lantern is like I remember when I was little, I actually still enjoy carrying it, right? It's like a paper made shape, a different shape of animal or a different shape of some object, right? And you have some candle in it. You know, you gotta watch out for the fire burn though. So you carry it at the night, and you just go out with friends and with your family. And you know, again, you can Google research it to see what's the paper lantern look like and what other people doing with it. So this piece is imitating that, you know, when you carry the paper lantern or when you make your own paper lantern, the process of it is kind of soothing. You enjoy the moment, you're content, you're relaxing, you're making the paper into the paper lantern and into the shape that you like. So it's a very, like I said in the very beginning, a joyful moment for it. And you guys did a really good job with it. I am assuming that, I don't know if you have a question for me at this moment. If not, I'll continue to talk about my comments. Yeah, okay, I will talk about my comments. Yes, sorry.
Sorry, before you talk, is it possible to have us to see Sean's hands as well? Maybe have the camera backed away from.
Yes.
Yes, and if we could have both students in a frame would be nice. Yeah, thank you so much.
Yes, and that made me remember I need to share screen about the music. Thank you. Hui Xing, right? Hui Xing. Is that it right? Okay, good. Can we look at bar 32, 31 and 32? Okay. Hui Xing, could you please make sure that, yeah, bar 32, make sure you continue the crescendo. Is that possible? Do you happen to have a pencil with you? Would you mind mark it? Bar 32, continue the crescendo. 31, 32, make the gigantic crescendo. Bum, da, 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 dee, da, like that. All right? And Sean, at bar 25, Sean, bar 25, make sure you play. I know I gave you beautiful melody. Okay? Can you make sure you play softer? All right? At bar 25, do you see that? Yeah, and again, if you happen to have a pencil, would you mind mark it? Thank you. Bar 25, it's a beautiful melody. I love playing it too, but make sure it's piano, all right? And especially yeah, so the piano. Can we try from bar 25? So we get a chance to try both of you. And you can stop at, I guess, bar 35-ish. Yeah? Let's do from 25 to 35. Thank you. It's my bad. Let's try it again. Let's starting from a place that would be appropriate to begin with. Can we try from bar 17? Okay. Bar 17, thank you. Good, thank you for trying it. I do feel that the difference is, thank you. Did you notice that when we do the ensemble, sometimes we need to be smart. I wasn't smart. We need to be smart and pick the place for both of the ensemble to come in easily, right? So I picked the wrong place at the beginning. The second time is better. Okay, so in the future, you will learn where to start when doing a rehearsal, all right? Quick thing before we try again is that bar 43. Sean, at bar 43, you're playing A, G, G. The fourth note should be F sharp. Yes, yes. I think in a recording you play E instead of F sharp. Good. Could you please write it down? At this moment is A, G, G, F sharp. In the recording you play E. It sounds nice too. But it should be F sharp. And same thing happened again at the ending. The 46, 47, bar 47. B, A, G, G, F sharp. Yeah. B, A, G, G, F sharp. In the recording, you play E as well. Yeah. Would you mind, Sean? Can you just play how about let's do it together? Can we all do it from 41? And Huixing, I need your help for this moment. I need you to do a lot of crescendo to fortissimo here. You see that? The ending, bar 43. I need you to do a lot of crescendo. Okay? So let's try again from bar 41. I need Huixing to do a crescendo, and I need Sean to fix that F sharp. Okay? I guess I need to be smart to pick the right place. Okay, let's start from bar 37. Da da dee da dee da 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 dee da da ding ding dun dun. Bar 37. Yeah, we try again from bar 41, please. There's some internet issue here. Can you try just last time from 41? Great. Yeah. So I'm sure that you mark all those places down so you can practice on your own and practice together. Yeah, do both. Practice on your own and practice together. All right. Thank you for fixing those things. Thank you. Do you have a question for me before we move on?
No.
Okay. Good. Good rehearsal. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Wei-Xin. Thank you, Sean. We are going to move on to our next performer. This is going to be Evelyn Wong playing kite flying. We also had a kite flying earlier in the first hour with the piano, so I'm very excited to hear the different version of kite flying on the flute. Evelyn is from the studio of Teacher Grace Lai. Thank you again, Teacher Grace Lai. So let me just get to my screen share.
Thank you. Evelyn, yeah. And would you mind introduce your pianist?
Oh,
Her name?
this is
Hi.
teacher Amy Chen.
Oh, you're
Hi.
Hi. You know, now I cannot tell if it's teacher or student. Yeah, you're a piano teacher?
No. So I'm a piano teacher in San Jose, and I am actually Evelyn's mom's friend's friend.
I see. Yeah, thank you for spending time and doing such a great job. The piece is not easy, and I think your performance helped a lot in terms
Oh,
of
thank
the
you.
entire piece. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. It's a beautiful piece. Thank you.
Thank you, Emily. Right?
Evelyn.
I'm Evelyn and she's Amy.
Amy. I'm sorry. Evelyn, Amy. I remember Amy. Okay. All right. Thank you. So again, I think I asked the same question to the other students. Have you ever experienced playing kite flying, or see the image of it?
Yes, I think when I was little, I'd played with a kite once. I think I remember.
Oh, was it a successful experience? Because when I was little, it wasn't a successful experience.
I can't. I think it flew a little bit, but yeah.
That's
Yeah.
great. Yeah. So kite flying, when we do kite flying, is a ascending gesture. And also another student from the piano section, she said, it's almost like you play it, but it's out of your control. You cannot control how you wave in the sky, right? So there's some kind of freedom of it. right? There's some kind of freedom of it, the gesture, motion, and moving. So you did a very good job in terms of bringing out the spirit. So if I'm gonna go along from bar to from the beginning to the end, if you have any question, both from both of you, just please go ahead, interrupt me and ask. Would you mind? Yeah, thank you. Let's see. Oh, would it be possible we can have the tempo kind of moving forward a little bit more? So bum dum dum dum, just tiny bit. Is that possible? Tiny bit. I know, because playing the music that you have never premiere of a new piece is kind of a very stressful experience, right? But you know what? After you finish, you've done the first recording, you can claim you know the piece. Okay, you need to have a confidence, you know the piece. And just for you to know, I'm very pleased about the recording, right? So now go ahead to feel free about it, right? And just to try to not be so nervous about it, right? So you did a good job in the first recording. Okay, now with our conversation today and with your more of your input, you're gonna do an excellent job for your second recording. Okay, so just feel free. Okay, so the tempo, if you can mark it down a little bit, let's just try to move forward a little bit more. Yeah, just tiny bit, not much. Tiny
Sorry
bit.
to interrupt. Could you share the screen?
I'm not okay. Sorry. Here. Yes. Okay. So that's one thing. So in terms of the ensemble, when we have, let's see, bar 1, 2, 3, 4. So I guess when the entrance of a piano here at bar 5, Amy, would you mind maybe just maybe come in? I guess because I think it's recording maybe where the microphone placed. I wasn't able to really hear the first note of bar 5. Yeah,
Okay.
so make sure the entrance is a bit more, I guess, more upfront, a little bit before the beat, a little bit.
Sure.
Yeah, yeah. And so for Evelyn, after you trio here at the end of bar 5, make sure you come into bar 6 on time.
Okay.
I think you're a little bit hesitate in your recording. So from bar 5 to bar 6 on time. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Before we try the new thing, one general thing for Evelyn is, let's take example of bar 15. So bar 15 here, would you mind making sure the articulation is a little bit stronger in terms of bar 15? You slur. I need a little bit separation between the slur and non-slur.
Okay.
A little bit separation, not staccato, okay? Not staccato, a little bit separation between slur and non-slur. This is gonna happen in bar 15 and 16, which you might mark it down, and also happen at bar 30, bar 40. Bar 40 here. 40. So if you see bar 40, right, there's a slur and non-slur, and 41 all slur,
Right.
42, yeah. So whenever it's non-slur, make sure you have the separation of it.
Okay.
Yeah. Would you mind try this moment, bar 40, 41, this 4 bar?
Okay.
Thank you. Good. Oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't being clear. Maybe just Evelyn alone. So
Okay.
then I could hear better. Because this internet issue, I could hear better. Thank you. Yes, Yes, so make sure it's better. So make sure when you have that a little bit separation. Separation before the tone. I guess you can tone a bit more slight. Yeah, you can try again, please.
Evelyn, I'm sorry to interrupt. Could you check to see if your original sound is on?
Show to audio. Polish my sound. I'm not sure which one.
Okay, it's okay if you can't find the option. That will usually help with the sound situation.
Yeah, with my hand, but this one I'm not really sure.
Yeah, because we're on a
This is
phone,
iPhone, so
so
it should be the real original sound.
so I don't know where the option is for that.
Okay, no worries. Thank you.
Thank you, Vicky. You guys are expert dealing with sound issue. You know, when I teach composition and theory, it's all about talking. And play music too, yes, and making mistakes and talking. All right, would you mind try this section again? Yeah. Thank you, that's what I want.
Okay.
Yeah. Would you mind sharing with us how you make that happen?
I think I just tried to shorten not shorten, but just kind of, yeah, I guess like a little tapered off on the last note on the slurred part.
Yes, but not staccato, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. That's a very delicate issue. That's why I'm ready for the, you know, intermediate to advanced level. It's not easy. It's not staccato, but like you said, it's a bit shorter, but it's not staccato. Thank you. So if you don't mind, then the next couple of days, maybe before you do the second recording, can you make that happen? Bar 15, 16, and this section. And okay. Thank you. And the one little thing that bar 34, 4, 5, 6, 7, bar 37, bar 37, the first two notes, D, 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 da, da, da. Make sure you tone those two Ds more. Okay. Can you tone more? Bum, bum, ba, da, dee, bum, bum, ba, da, dee. A little bit more, yes. Yes, and one last thing, actually, if you don't have a question for me, I'm gonna jump to the page, bar 40, 83.
Yes.
83.
Mm-hmm.
I need your help to maintain the fortissimo.
Okay.
Throughout until the, throughout the entire section. Like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And at bar 85, I need Amy to help the fortissimo more. I know it's a bit difficult because it's a higher end of the string. It's hard to produce a sound. And I actually, if you don't mind, when you guys rehearse next time or record the second recording, I feel the piano is a little bit distant in a recording. So maybe you can experiment with where the microphone goes, or maybe lift up the piano lid, maybe halfway through, rather than, because I think, it's just like I feel that the flute sound is very prominent and piano sound is a little bit muffled. Yeah, in a recording. So if you can try that.
Right.
Could we try the beginning, that when we mentioned the entrance between you guys?
Okay.
Yes, and maybe we try we try, and then maybe we can stop at bar 11, and then maybe you have a question for me. Yeah. Try the beginning to 11. Yeah.
Beginning to,
At the beginning,
yes, to,
to 11.
It's great. How do you feel about the tempo now?
I think it's manageable. I can do it.
I like you say it. I think it's manageable. You can do it. You're too polite. You can do it. I like when kids are being polite. I think it's manageable. You can do it. All right. You just need to let go of it. Do you have a question for me? If not, I'm gonna have you guys maybe try to open up the piano a bit more, and then we can listen to the whole song again. And or Vicky, do I have any question from the audience? That's from you, Ellen and Amy. Do you have a question for me first?
Did you want me to open the lid because I need to remove a lot of stuff.
Oh, but maybe next time then. Okay.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Thank you. Sure.
Uh,
Ellen or Amy, do you have a question for me about this piece or?
I was just wondering because when I heard kite flying, I kind of imagined like a very like a peaceful kind of sounding, but in some parts in this song, like in the signature change, like it's kind of not very peaceful. So I was just wondering if you had like an experience or something that inspired this song or something.
Like I said, when I played kite flying, I wasn't successful. Right? I feel like you said, it should be very peaceful in in my imagination. But when I actually playing it, because I cannot control the direction of the wind.
Oh
Right.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
We cannot control the direction of wind. And when I try to run with the kite, and sometimes I run the opposite direction with the wing or the wrong direction, or sometimes the wind change. So I think that kind of spirit is something that's some kind of nature force that we cannot control and make the kite fly in a way that not so steady.
Yeah.
Right. So that's why I have a time signature meter change to change the pause instead of just instead of the duple. Dun 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 is a bit unexpected.
Yeah.
That's my experience of playing kite flying. Like I said, it wasn't too successful, but I think but in my imagination, it should be peaceful as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope I answered your question. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. I guess.
So yeah, we do have a question from our audience,
Sure.
but it's not this piece specifically. But the question is, how do you get inspiration from your personal travel experience as well as Hakka culture, respectively? This is a question from Jing Tong. How?
Oh, Hakka culture. Yeah, travel experience. The reason I have this reaction is because recently I've done a lot of project about a composition project about the Hakka culture. So thank you for asking that question. So how do I get inspiration from my travel experience? I'm going to answer this question and then maybe we'll come back to listen to them play again.
Oh, yes. Would you like to finish the conversation with Evelyn? We can come back to this question.
Sure. If
yeah, I want to make sure Evelyn gets enough time to work on her piece.
Yeah. I just because I think Evelyn would you guys mind just do it one more time, then we will go back to answer the question because I worry I'm gonna be talk too much. Okay. Yeah. So thank you for doing it. And I'll talk about my experience. Yeah. From beginning.
The whole piece.
Yeah. Great, thank you, thank you. You've, I don't know if you feel a little bit, nervous about this new tempo. I think I'll encourage you to think about the tempo as up to the level that you feel comfortable. I don't want to make you feel nervous, because if you feel nervous, it's gonna go beyond control. Right? So it's somewhere between your old tempo and new tempo, in between. Okay, so maybe not too fast, not too slow, but in between. You'll find the balance.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
But I love the energy that you bring out this time, and I could feel that you're more confident about this piece. Like I said, you passed beyond the first recording, and you talked to me today. You can claim you know the piece. Okay. Good, thank you. I'm gonna go ahead, continue. Yeah, thank you, Emmy, doing a wonderful job. Thank you. I am gonna answer the question. Let me stop share screen first. Yes. So how does my travel experience help me inspire as a composer when I compose, and my Hakka culture? My travel experience. I guess I was starting from my experience living in 2 different countries first, and then that could go along with the travel experience. You know, I spent I did not move to States until when I was 23 years old. Yeah. So I basically finished all my training, and also shape my personality and have my lifestyle in Taiwan for a long time. And I moved here. I live here for many years already. And I think, but I still maintain a very strong connection with my friends and family in Taiwan, and also my career as well. And same here. So I almost, like, in a sense, I think a lot of you, your parents or your grandparents, and a lot of people today could relate to this experience, right? So you kind of living in 2 different countries, or maybe some of you live in a 3 different kind of a country in the past, that, I think it just make you to be more aware of the change of things, the change of environment, the change of people that around you, the change of the world. So when I go to different places, I actually like to kind of slow down my movement, no matter I'm walking or driving or touring, right? I like to take time to just look around, like, just really pay attention what I see. I mean, when I was younger, I like to take pictures. It's just a memory. But maybe starting from 10 years ago, I make a decision. I would take little picture, still last picture, I still take picture and send it to friends and family, and to show it to them, share the memory with them. But I actually make a decision of, when I go to a place, don't take picture first and use my eyes to look at that, right? And I sometimes, when I try to force myself to look at that, I even count to 10. So I look at one place and I count to 10 and make sure I really look what is in front of me, and I breathe, and you sometimes you can tell that the air smells different, right? So it's almost, and I don't talk to friends when I travel. I mean, I do, but I don't, but you know what I'm saying. And I just try to be quiet and just listen. So in some way that I try to open my sense to observe the environment. And sometimes I go to coffee shop to sit there and just observe people. So all this kind of I guess when you pay attention to what's going on around you, when I say pay attention, like really paying attention, like I said, you stop, you count for 10 seconds, right? You don't talk. And I actually don't use my phone. I just look and try to memorize it, the feeling of it. So if you start to practice it and then just do it, you could really see the differences from place to place, from country to country, from location to location, from time to time, right? When it's 3, I spent 4.5 months last year, from October to March this year in Taiwan. It just feel like I have not spent that much time in Taiwan anymore, but because of lockdown and teaching online, I was able to spend a longer time in Taiwan. So it's just like it's a very different kind of experience, and just remember it. And when I compose, I like to, again, besides collecting musical idea, rhythmic idea, melodic idea, I like to have I guess the center idea. Oh, what kind of, for example, this piece is writing for young musician and inspired by children's game. So then I will sit here and then just imagine what it feels like when you're younger. So I start to bring back my childhood memory. And that's one way to do it. I feel that, right? And I start to observe the young children around me, go to the park, things like that. So I guess through the past memory and current experience, and be able to kind of stop your thinking and just to feel it. And when I compose, I like to make sure I actually improvise in on piano, make sure those melody or harmony or articulation or dynamics match the feeling that I have at that moment. If you were here today and in the last section, sometimes I talk very loud. I walk around in my apartment, I just, talk to myself and try to feel that the energy of it, and then improvise on the piano, making sure the musical idea could support and match the feeling I have at the moment. And I guess living in different places to travel helped me to have that kind of a quick comparison from experience to different experience.